Hey, what is up? My name is Rubidium. Today we're looking at the Blackmagic 7-inch Video Assist. This would have to be my favorite piece of camera gear that isn't a camera. I bought the 5-inch Video Assist, which I'm filming this on, for a reality TV show I was filming for my shoulder rig with a DSLR before I bought the C200 and loved it. At the start of the summer, Blackmagic had a sale, and the 7-inch one was only $500, which is amazing. So I got it, and now it's actually really hard to go back to the 5-inch using it as a studio monitor. 7-inch is so much nicer. It's so much bigger. If you've never pulled focus or operated from a 7-inch monitor, it's amazing. You'll never have focus problems. Like going back to the days when I used to try and focus a camera off the back of the DSLR on that tiny little 1.5-inch screen. It's like you can't do it. There's no way you can tell whether or not the pin lights in someone's eyes are sharp off such a small screen. Of this, it's a piece of cake. You get so much better idea of the image, the color. The size of this is not where it shines. It has so many other awesome features. SDI in and SDI out. It has HDMI in and HDMI out. And then it has a mini XLR audio in and audio out, which is handy for 5D Mark III, where the HDMI out doesn't carry any audio. So you can then loop the audio through this monitor. It records externally in 4K, 10-bit ProRes in 444, 442, 444, 422, HQLT. In proxy, it records in all these other wacky DX formats I don't use. It records onto a regular SD card. It records in 4K, which is amazing. I don't think it displays in 4K. I might be wrong there. I think the actual display is still a 2K, but the 4K part of it is the recording. It has two SDI slots in the side of it here. It has a time code in, which is amazing, which the C200 doesn't have. It has a headphone jack. To get crazy, it has a USB in that you can use to load lookup tables, custom lookup tables into the monitor, which I use a lot with the C200 because the C200 cannot do that. You can load up to 7, I believe. It has false color, waveform, grids, it has guides, it has histogram. It has everything that you could want in a monitor. It really packs a punch. It's great for $500. It's even for $800, which it is, I think, on Amazon at the time that I'm making this, it's an amazing tool to have for your filmmaking. You'll never go back. I can't speak highly enough of it. The 5-inch is good. It doesn't have those features, a lot of those features. It's not 4K. It doesn't have the waveform. I think it has histogram. You can load LUTs into it. It has a lot of those kind of good things, but it doesn't have the mini XLR inputs. A couple of downsides. It eats power like you wouldn't believe. In fact, unless you have a V-mount or gold mount external battery solution, you will find yourself, if you want to shoot all day with this, you'll find yourself carrying about a dozen LP6 batteries. The size of the monitor and how, if you set it at maximum brightness, it goes through so much power. You can power it externally, and that's what I do with the Indie Pro V-mount batteries, or you can have it like I have it, the 5-inch here plugged into the wall, which is a lifesaver. It does have this tiny kind of, I won't say silly because it isn't silly. It's this like little flip down guy at the bottom here so it can sit on a table. Some people have talked about using it as a grading monitor. I don't know. I feel like I use it so often shooting, and I'm shooting almost every day, that to kind of like take it out of its packet and have it on my table, I have to repack it all the time, is kind of a pain. And it is small for a 2K monitor, but it's not particularly great. The power button is something that a lot of people are pissed about, and I have to say it's not the most convenient. It's like a little recessed thing here that you hold down and then it starts up. The other thing that you can probably hear if I hold this next to the microphone is it has a fan in it, which isn't a big problem. The only time it ever became a problem for me is when I put the microphone on the same stand as the monitor, and the fan's vibrations would transfer through to the audio of the clip. So learned my lesson there. it's kind of heavy, it's kind of thick. Small HD make monitors that are thinner, maybe a little bit more engineered, but they're 3 times the price. So for that amount of money, I would buy 2 of these and save $500 or $1,000. Pretty rugged, you know. I've kicked mine around a bit. I've dropped it once or twice. The exterior monitor itself is plastic, but it has this great metal exterior that runs around the entire frame. It has all the quarter 20 mounts, 3 in the top, 3 in the bottom. And then it also has auto rotate. So if you set that up, if you have it on a Israeli arm and you swing it upside down, it automatically adjusts the image, which is great because there's nothing more annoying than swinging a monitor around to get a look at it and then having to go through the options of the monitor upside down, trying to invert the or vertically mirror the display. That's a real pain. Power button, not great. But apart from that, I mean, it's pretty flawless. It really goes to show when someone like Blackmagic comes along and offers way more features than other camera manufacturers for much less money, that it really disrupts the industry and forces all the other camera manufacturers to up their game. So thank you, Blackmagic. You made an amazing monitor. Hopefully I'll get many more years out of it. Thanks for watching and see you next time.